Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to Frost and Fire. So, last episode, we managed to clean up the crazy raids that swarmed us. And this episode, I am hoping to call in some trade caravans, which means I am sadly going to have to kill off my unwilling mech guardians because they might kill the caravaneers. First thing I want to do is to bring Storbeck down to my trade console. It has to be either Storbeck or Raptor, and Raptor is sleeping, because to call in an Imperial trader, you need a rank of Knight or above. I happen to be a Knight. We are going to also work on replacing our deep drills. So, you know what? I am going to wire this up from behind instead, and just smooth the mountain that is in between, and then lay cables in the smooth mountain. That'll be a little bit easier, or rather shorter. I don't know, easier maybe not. So the other thing that I wanted to do is to kill off these mechs so that they couldn't possibly kill my my trade caravans. I actually am going to wait like a day or two to make sure that my trade caravans don't leave due to cold temperature, because it would be really sad to call them in and then have them leave too quickly. So I'm just gonna wait just a little while. We also have Orion here. Orion is our guest animal that I'm taking care of so that I could get Praetor rank. And he's blood rot, but no real blood rot gain, so he is fine. We're also looking to potentially replace Maverick with a younger Maverick, for better or for worse. And I am going to temporarily suspend Butcher Creatures so that Bash can focus on getting us some beautiful construction progress. Looks like Phoenix is already on top of it too. Great. So, the big plan here is to get Raptor to keep pushing ahead the reactor research so that I can fire up the reactor heading into the summer, thereby able to utilize my Phoenix armor for very, very tough armor, and also, to prevent insects and things like that from being able to mess with us, because it will be so hot they will be hypothermic and die, or hyperthermic and die. Heat stroked, in other words. So that's the plan. We have mountains of mechs to tidy up, though, because we did manage to kill a whole lot of them, which was great. But it also means that we have a lot of hauling to do. As you can see, Leth and probably Gabe are doing it too. Oh no, Gabe is smelting. Yeah, it's negative 41. So I'm glad that I waited a few days in order to call in the trade caravans, because they probably would have left due to temperature otherwise. Ooh, unfortunately, Bash made a batch of poisoned meals. So Gabe is just the first of 4 victims to fall to the poisoned meals. Because we make them in batches of 4. One of the risks, of course, of batch making, you do save yourself time, but if you have poisoned meals, all 4 will be poisoned, which sucks. But it is what it is. Alright, so we were replacing the deep drills that got shredded by all the insects. And then we'll eventually get around to replacing the plasteel walls that pin them in and prevent outgassing from atmosphere. I think due to the quality of the tending, even without meds, the blood rot hasn't climbed, which is kind of awesome. No complaints for me. Now, Phoenix, why are you so moody? Ugly environment? Oh yeah, you better believe it's ugly. So Phoenix is helping to fix the... Here, just build it. To rebuild the plastic walls. And everything but the smooth walls here are ready for the deep drill to be drilling again. We'll get that shortly. I'm probably going to wait one more day for the caravan calls, just to make sure that we are absolutely ready for caravan calls. And then another thing I wanted to do is to add some additional turrets back here, because I think it's very likely that we're going to have to deal with, you know, more backyard sappers and the like. Ooh. I'll even put a turret in there. I just have to be very careful about how I wire up said turret. Maybe like that. And then dead power that shares between them. I want to move this turret because this turret is only steel. And if enemies come into my trade area, a only steel turret is going to get massacred. So I will fix that. All right, shared dead power and dead power. So I'll just put the steel turrets in here. I don't think it's all that likely that any enemies go in there, but I'll be replacing these regular steel turrets with plastic ones, just so that we're a little bit tougher in our trade caravan area. And then over here, we're doing the same thing, putting another plasteel turret. Just trying to fortify and secure the area so that we really are ready for whatever might throw our way. Because we definitely had some destruction of these plasteel turrets, and that was unfortunate. Alright, Bash, you are working on deconstructing the monument. Nice. Staring at that monument reminded me to fill in more of these sapper tunnels. And I think at this point, Raptor, you're going to go ahead and call in. So let's do a trade caravan for Imperial traders. Call in the machinists for combat. And then call in the rebel farmers for bulk. See if I can't buy more Doomsday launchers or something like that. That's the hope. I don't think it's all that realistic that it will happen, but that's the hope. All right, so we're just about done filling in this tunnel here, and the cap of the tunnel, the last wall, will be something not flammable, so it can't just chain together with a bunch of fire. Gabe and Leth are helping to haul the centipedes and slag, because we obviously got a whole lot of slag that rained down on us when the you know, when the visitors had to deal with that. One other thing that I wanted to do. So Raptor, why are you sleeping at this hour? It's not your mechanites. One other thing that I wanted to do is to clear out the mechanoids, because there's a high likelihood that the mechanoids will absolutely mess with my trade caravans, and if I don't clear them out, you know, they might die. So I don't want my trade caravans to die. I am trying to be a good ally, so we will get them cleared out. There is a pikeman over there, so there's a little bit of risk, but it should be fine. In the, you know, I think we can tank a pikeman. Given the cataphract helmets, our faces are covered, so the likelihood of a killing blow for a shot is pretty low. And I will make a point and if singling out that pikeman early. Alright, so we all take a step forward, and 3 shooters, 1 pikeman should be fine. Okay, pikeman's dead. Now the rest of these shots is just cleaning up the centipedes so that my trade cavalryers don't get bushwhacked. Shouldn't be that hard because these are pretty well destroyed already. And then that means that we will be able to lift the avoid zone restrictions. Oh, it also reminds me that my animals can go and start to haul again. All right, and there should be, what, 3 left? Yep, just 3 left. It's not that bad. Oh, Gabe, you have food poisoning. Yeah, you go home. I totally forgot about his food poisoning. Give you an assault rifle and have you retire. So there goes another one. Yeah, this won't take very long. And luckily we have the beautiful mood of the inspiration speech and attended concert. Up there goes Phoenix, fall into the food poisoning. And we're done. All right, so schedule unrestricted for everybody. And I can zoom out and queue up the slag to be hauled, and then at some point I'll get the you know, the defoliator, but it's really not that important because it can't hurt me in any way. But that's unfortunate about the food poisoning. Oh, and Bash, oh, he didn't get it. I suppose what it could do is put in, like, bionic stomachs if I didn't want to get the food poisoning, but I'm not going to cop for that. It's too expensive. Another thing I could do is my crabs can start to be unrestricted as well. It's getting warm enough that they aren't going to fall from hyperthermia, or hypothermia rather. Their minimum comfortable temperature is 14 Fahrenheit. It's not that close to 14 Fahrenheit, but I don't think it's likely that they will die as a result of being outside for short periods of time. I will definitely keep an eye on them, though. All right, so we are hauling the Reapers to be disassembled and the mechs to be shred, gaining steel and plasteel that way. Oh, Raptor. Let's do some tending. Raptor's waiting for some tending. I don't want my guys laying in bed waiting for tending. It's definitely a waste of manpower, so trying to get them up and about. So a group of machinists are traveling. It's rare to see travelers, but I like it. We have a lot of slag out here because of all the raids that we were attacked by. Very tempting to perhaps try to move the smelter out there, but from experience that often does not work, so I'm not going to go that route. Okay. I'm also going to unlock the butcher creature for the insects so that we can start getting foul meat again in order to make more chem fuel. And while I'm staring at it, looks like our beer is just about topped up, so I will grab beer from the fermenter. This cotton, once it's done, I'm going to switch crops over to maybe potatoes. These visitors here have nothing for me. I don't think I'm going to keep anything illuminated in here. I'm just going to close the doors and leave. So we'll go ahead and do that. Very close to having the reactor research done. And then we have this roof fall trap where it does make sense to put some incendiaries here in case there is bug spawns here. It can cook them pretty quick and drop a roof on their head. And I'll add some granite walls to keep them penned in. Little worried about them being able to dig through here, but I think the likelihood of that is pretty low. Wow, that is a lot of fowl meat. So some of this fowl meat we're going to want to throw into meals. And then some of it, as you can see Storbeck is already doing, we're going to want to turn into chem fuel. So there's my incendiary traps. I'm not going to bother rearming it. They're armed or they're not. We still haven't set up the smoothing for the deep drill, but we'll get to that. I'm not fretting that. There's plenty of work to be done. And my guest should be arriving anytime soon. Or sometime soon, I hope. A whole heck of a lot of centipedes. One of the beautiful things about centipedes, I don't love having to kill so many centipedes. I mean, that kind of sucks. But one of the nice things about them is they do yield a whole lot of resources. And that helps pay for things that we need. It's a weird way of thinking about it, but it's true. Building a base with the blood of my enemies. So the monument is now gone. I never really home zoned it, so I guess that's not an issue. But I'll update my home zone. We don't have a turret here, but whatever. I don't really need one. Now that the turrets that were in here have been moved, let's go ahead and put plasteel turrets as replacements. Deterrents. Oh, and there's a steel one. So... I guess I'll slap that there. If it gets destroyed, it gets destroyed, but it's a good spot for it, I suppose. And then I'll be replacing that steel one with a plasteel one. Hardening our defenses, as it were. Alright, so this is going to become potato crop. I'm sorry that I hadn't set that up beforehand, but oh well. And let's go ahead and JD switch your weapon out. So we still have Storbeck and Leth with sniper rifles, but that's fine. Having a little variety of long range and short range is probably healthy. I haven't really been seeing the crabs haul very much, but I guess they are because they're moving around, so shouldn't call them out specifically for lack of productivity. All right, so Bash, I think what I'm going to do is have you smooth this area. I'm going to force you to do it so it gets done. And then we'll install the cables to power up the deep drill operation. As a little reminder, I had mentioned that... Oh, here comes my traders. So... Raptor is not really in the best of moods. But let's see. This trader here would have been fine. It would not have hit the mech cluster, I don't think. And given the ambient outdoor temperature, I don't think it's all that likely that they will leave because of cold temperature. So the Imperials would have been fine, and the... Whoa! We have a lot more than I even called. So the machinist came twice. An exotic goods and a combat supplier. Dang. That's why this exotic goods came in earlier. Because I called them all three at the same time, but this is a totally separate caravan that came on, you know, under their own fruition. That's really cool. Not gonna lie, that's pretty awesome. Well, Mr. Raptor, I'm gonna wait for them to get a little bit closer to the base, crossing my fingers that they don't leave due to cold temperature, because then I'd have to chase them down with like skip or whatever. That would suck. But once they, yeah, let's go start to trade. So these guys will go first. These guys are the Imperial traders that are called in. And let's see here. I could buy an excellent Altec staff, but I think that would cost me too much money now that I'm staring at it. Man, they don't have much. Well, I have some statues to sell. And, corsets. I'll buy an Altec shirt and vest. I guess that might be my best choices in order to increase my side casting for in-game raids. Okay, next trade will be the bulk of tribals. Hoping to buy some steel and stuff like that just to make it easier for me to amass the amount that I need. So I'm going to sell my pemmican. I don't really need pemmican. Sell these pants that are shredded. This parka that's damaged. I have plenty of other spare parkas. Boy, oh boy, what do you have? Somehow this shock lance got really damaged. I don't know. Maybe it was set on fire, left outside too long. I have no idea. Either way, it still works 100% until it's broken, so it doesn't matter much. Yeah, there's really not much trade here. And unfortunately, as far as I could tell, there is no steel. They are not selling steel at all. So that is a bust. Unless I want to buy Garu leather, which I really don't. So that's too bad. Next trader would be this guy. Oh, some machinists are leaving due to bad temperature. JD, could you head them off? We also just made a masterwork jade sculpture. That's pretty cool. I don't know which of the machinists are leaving, but I don't think I'm going to be able to catch them, which is unfortunate. So this is the combat supplier that I called in. They do have a Doomsday Launcher, which is what I was hoping for. Wasn't holding my breath, but I was hoping. So with that Doomsday Launcher, that should help out a lot. Let's sell the sculpture we just made. And that about sums up this trade. I don't think I'm going to get to Sappy in time. Oh well. It was an unexpected benefit anyway. And now they're all leaving. 17 Fahrenheit, kick them out. Okay. I guess it really depends on the clothing that they're currently wearing more than anything else. These Frivorous Mechanites with the -10 for pain is really annoying. So this is all smoothed out. All that we need to do now is to wire it up and then clean out the actual area here so it's not so disgusting and revolting for people to work in. Because yeah, these Imperials here have, I'm suspecting warmer clothing, or at least slightly warmer clothing, so that they stick around a little bit longer. Oh, and they're gone. So, never mind. It did drop to 10 Fahrenheit or -12 Celsius. Okay, so all the trades are gone. What is the cooldown for some more traders? A day and a half. Got it. That's something that we're likely going to want to do. Just to call them in as much as we can. Cauterize, should you see sleeping outside? Well, he doesn't have any damage yet, so I guess it's fine. All right, there we go. We have our trading bunker, let's call it. This old area now could be removed. Not that we need to reclaim the blocks. They're not that important. And it seems to me that all we're waiting on is the reactor research, which is very close to being done, as you can see. And we are also waiting on a little bit more steel to be amassed, just to make sure that we can absolutely reload all that we want to reload. It's probably the most obscene amount of steel that I've ever stockpiled. But I do, at the end of the day, I do think it's a really good idea to have everything that we could possibly need to reload, so I can't get caught out, you know, with turrets that are offline or whatever. And here we go. Starting to get that steel again. It is a lot of filth in here, but the impressiveness of this room is just climbing and climbing and climbing as we clean up. And Phoenix is about to have a break. And there it goes, a food binge. Well, it could be worse. Leth, you finish the cleaning. Okay, so with clean, it's just awful because it doesn't have any art. But I can aim to fix that at some point. And a Psychic Soothe for males, which would have been helpful seconds before. But hey, better late than never. Oh, he is binging on lavish meals. Let's not allow that. Which then sucks. Everybody's hull is 3, so I'll briefly set it to 1. And have everyone just shotgun the meals out of his reach. So that he can't deplete our meal amount. Alright, binge away, buddy. Binge away. Alright, at this point, let's remove the super haul priorities so that people can go back to normal work. But hauling a few extra centipedes is never a bad call. Now, unfortunately, these meals are, oh boy. So the issue here is, the ambient temperature here is not, it's refrigerated, but not, I think what I'll do is try to arrest Phoenix and then super haul again, because I actually don't want my meals to mass spoil as a result of waiting for Phoenix's mental break to subside. Come on, guys. I told you all to haul. Please haul these meals. I hadn't thought of that. Normally, with drugs that don't spoil due to temperature, you can always just throw the drugs. Perfect timing. All right, so he's bulleting back for meals. But I hope to have the kitchen walled off so he can eat, like, foul meat NPM instead. Nothing like a little foul meat nutrient paste punishment. Here he comes. Hurry up. All right, well, we're not going to get there in time, but... Oh, that's not good. He went berserk. Okay, well, there was a 10% chance of that. He is getting smashed to smithereens, but I'm going to Words of Serenity him and put him in a coma before this gets more serious. I should have done it with Storbeck or Raptor, who had higher chance to not, you know, cause that. But I thought a 90% chance of success was good enough. Clearly, I was wrong. But no one died. Clothing definitely got tooled up a bit, but no one died, so... another thing I could do is give both of these fine folks high-quality meds so they heal a little bit faster. There we go. Stupid Phoenix. Your stupid mental break. Well, okie dokie. That could have been a lot worse. Raptor now doesn't have a lot of psi focus, which means he's going to stop researching and start sitting on the throne, which slows down the whole building the reactor. But, you know, keeping an ally alive is also important, from what I've been told. And I think he's waiting for tending? No, he's actually asleep. All right, well, Bash is already on his feet and moving about, so that didn't take me out of the game for too long. Given the ambient temperatures, I think it soon will be time to try to make some nutrient paste meals out of this insect meat before it's too late and it all spoils, because of course it's refrigerated now, it's not frozen, and it's a countdown until it spoils. So whoever goes for a meal next gets to make nutrient paste, because we have enough room for like 3.5 stacks. Okay, Phoenix is conscious. I'm gonna have him grab his plasma sword. And hey, Mr. Cranky Spanky, guess what? You have the lovely responsibility of nutrient pasting us after your cathartic mental break and subsequent berserk, where you tried to murder me, or murder Bash specifically. Okay, that's probably all the space that we have for nutrient paste meals, so I'm going to go back to simple meals and get these hauled away appropriately. No, I don't think I'm going to risk taking Go Juice to fill up my psi focus. I'll just keep praying for the day. It's one more day that we're just going to have to pray instead of working towards nutrient paste, or towards reactor, towards nutrient paste. But oh well, not a big deal. All right. Let's get rid of the super hall now that things seem to be where they're supposed to be. For the most part. JD is getting through all of those corpses. Those mech corpses. If we take a look over at the defoliator, yeah, the mechs have been cleaned up. There's still... No, there really aren't mechs left. I think we grabbed them all. Awesome. That's really good progress. Phoenix is fully healed. Hopefully not going to go berserk anymore and try to kill anyone. I think at this point I could probably call in... Let's see, yep. Trade caravan. And let's call in combat again. And call in shaman. So the Doomsday Launcher I have, I'm not going to put into a pod. I'll leave it out. No, I'm not going to do that. It is too risky. So cancel load. We have now 6 Doomsday Launchers and Resmech. That should be very handy going into reactor raids. That is a lot of stopping power. Just trying to illuminate the way a little bit. But yep. Exotic goods flying overhead. I'm getting quite lucky with trade caravans. And Raptor's gonna go start that up. So let's see. We have... Actually, we have a lot of plasteel. This is definitely as a result of shredding the centipedes. I guess yet another Insanity Lance. There's not a whole lot that I care about to buy. But Insanity Lance is always nice when they send me a whole bunch of centipedes. I do have 9 Insanity Lances now, so that's up to 18 potential centipedes that I could just instantly turn permanently crazy. Which definitely makes things easier. Ah, we never hauled the NPM. Shucks. And at this point, I guess there's still a chance to butcher some of the other insects, but they're all likely rotting pretty soon as well. Oh well. A few nutrient paste meals won't kill me. Or a loss of a few, I should say. Okay, so that pod now has all the Doomsday launchers. We are stockpiling. We're up to 12,600 steel. We'll be even higher when we haul it all. Oh, you are waiting for medical treatment. And we're just about done with the Starship Reactor, which is just about on time because it's almost the start of summer. I think we're going to have Force Bash to butcher some of these Reapers, though, because I don't want to stare at their corpses. And now that it is 75 degrees, one of the things I'm going to need to do is switch from heat to cool, which means removing chimneys. And then these I'm going to keep off because these are like emergency backups. All right, so switching to cooling, which then let's zoom all the way out and turn off the heaters. Oh, no, reconnect the heaters. There we go. All right, the chimneys haven't been dug out yet, but they will. I hope. There we go. And we have a raid of Reapers. A sapping raid of Reapers. So one way up north and one near the defoliator. It's too bad that I had to remove those mechs because obviously those mechs would have fought these Reapers. Okay, rally. Everybody rally. Unfortunately, that means that I'm not exactly about to finish this research. I was sort of hoping to be left alone long enough to get the research done. So the sap traps are all set. The closest person to be able to pop the sap tunnel open would be Raptor, I think, or Phoenix. And then Leth, you're going to switch weapons to an assault rifle, store back to an assault rifle. This is going to be a fast rate of fire fight. And everybody's going to get in position. I'm not exactly sure. They should be coming in this tunnel here. But no, I could be wrong. Taking a look at them right now, it looks like they're coming south, which is unexpected. So let me pivot south and try to stop the sappers from Who are the sappers? I don't see a dedicated sapper in that group. The north group, there's Bear Catapult, which is obviously a dedicated sapper. He has Molotovs. My shield belters are going to be out front. Oh, they're sapping that way. That's very strange. Let's leave this door open. If I could select it, there it is. Raptor opened that tunnel. And I think that's going to encourage the sappers to go through the deadfall trap area. I definitely don't want their big swords hitting me at all, so I'm gonna pull back. Pull back. Leth now has a proper weapon. Whoa, they're getting close. All right, this door here will no longer prop open, but Harp definitely is going to be able to get through. Hippie just took a nasty hit, nearly lost an arm, so I'm going to have her back up. Okay, he's dead. Hippie, we are going to very quickly field triage you so that I can get you back to fight and form. Everybody else here. Okay, so they are taking the deadfall trap tunnels, which is good. But I'm going to want to whittle down their numbers as much as I can because those deadfall traps aren't going to be able to kill everybody. So as soon as Cyberman... What are they setting up? Oh, right, because the other sappers. So the other sappers attacking my monument protecting area. That's fine. Oh, wow. Got hit twice. Hi, Cyberman. Come back. Okay. My shooters are good again, sort of. I mean, Hippie is obviously worse for wear, but she's alive. Something blew up. Oh, does someone... Yeah, they have... Chelsea has frag grenades. Okay, that changes the equation a little bit. I'm going to want to clean up this southern group as fast as I can. And most of them are deadfall trapping themselves, but some of them are attacking doors and whatnot, like this guy, who's going to then face a whole bunch of turrets once they get a little bit closer. So let's go try to finish off the southern group here as quick as we can, so that we can address the actual sappers that are up north, the ones that have throwables and the like. Because, yeah, this group here, they're smashing some stuff, but they're not much of a threat. The grenadiers that are annoying. Oh, come on. Okay, you guys go for Shaku. You go for Camino. He's taking cover, which is annoying. Feels like all of the Reapers, all they ever do is sap. So I think what I'm going to do, Talus, no. Talus is a brawler. Let's wait out here for him. So my brawlers are going to try to cut off the incursion here. Looks like they actually grenaded themselves a little bit. And Bear Catapult, my guess would be sapping this tunnel again, because the sappers have already... shown an interest in that tunnel. right, we're trying to get... Yeah, I was exactly correct. That is exactly what they're doing. My shooters are going to go around the back and try to start to whittle down their numbers that way. I'm not going to worry about Stin. Stin's probably going to get himself killed. My brawlers will get into position to try to lure them away. And we're going to do my best to avoid getting hacked open by their super blades. Because these Reapers here have unbelievably good blades on them. And it looks like I've drawn some of the Reapers towards me. Unfortunately, some of them are also sapping this area. Get him! Alright, let's dodge Sunny for a sec. Let's see. Raptors, there's something you can self-tend? Yeah, let's just have you self-tend real quick. Come on, Sunny. There's no one to shoot at, just keep moving. Now, as you can see, Berserk is totally and completely ineffective as against Reapers because they're Psycast immune. Don't get hit. Hippie's a little slower because of injuries. Hey, ship impact. Nice. Alright, we'll chase Sunny down, and then we're going to try to come around the back and pick off these Reapers as they attempt to sap through, but as you can see, they're taking their sweet time, as there's a lot of, like, stuff in their way. Oh. Get cover. I'm going to ignore Sunny, because Sunny's pretty damaged. And we'll come over here and try to shoot these guys from behind. Because Sunny's not going to be able to follow me very fast. Alright, what I'm going to do here is to have my brawlers move through as a lure, so that my shooters aren't getting focused upon. And therefore can maybe, hopefully, land some good shots. Sunny and Stin. So where did Stin end up going? Is this Stin? Yeah, that's Stin. Stin must have been nimble. Yep, was nimble. That's how Stin got through so many deadfall traps. Okay, if I don't have a line of sight to shoot them, let me just put out some fires. They're not getting very far because they're kind of setting everything on fire as they go. Which, alright, so brawlers, you come back in as human shields, and then I'm going to start to volley as many as I can. Ow, ow, ow. Ow. Sorry, hippie. You have seen enough wounds. They're kind of I mean, they have really good positioning on me, but if I can draw their brawlers away, that would be ideal. It's just kind of difficult to draw the brawlers away because they keep repositioning where I can't get them very easily. Maybe if I switch sides. I'm going to have Gabe... Whoa, that is very hot in there. But I'm going to have Gabe put out that fire. Nice. Okay, I'm hearing some of them die. Hippie, hang back, because you're very hurt. Gabe's getting shot at, too. They have really good long range, so I just have to be very careful about positioning and all that. Let's hide again. Another thing I might be able to do is to specifically pull them with skip, because just because they're Psycast immune, you still can use skip against them. So that means if something like Copious Free Time gets close enough, I could skip them where everybody everybody can shoot at him for good damage. Alright, hope he's taking too much damage. You take cover. God, these sappers are really, really annoying. Positioning and all that. Okay, I think at this point I am going to chase down the remaining ranged and start brawling my way through them to get them off of my shooters. But I have to keep an eye on for Mortez. In fact, Mortez, you go over here, and then we all shoot at you. Because their brawlers are very scary. Alright, what happened to... Oh, there you are. Sonny. Hasn't done anything. Okay, we are just about done. There's only the 2 sappers and 1 ranged left. The ranged is being engaged. And we're just about done with the last... Whoa, that's a grenade. Move, move, move. Done. Well, that was a lot of damage. I'm not thrilled about how much I got hit. But no one died, so I guess that's the important part. Now is we just put out all these fires and heal up. I also unforbid everything, so let me go ahead and re-forbid the meats. And I also went overtime, so I'm going to end it here as we have a little bit of cleanup to do next episode. If you have any feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. Thank you all so very much for watching. I will catch you next episode. Farewell.